Welcome everyone to GeekGumbo, where we keep your wife's name out of our fucking mouths.
Just straight into it.
Of course we're straight into it. We have no chill here. Oh, Christ. Good thing we don't monetize these.
That's because nobody watches these.
Well, then we curse within, like, what is it, first 2 minutes?
I think it's 10 minutes now.
10 minutes?
Yeah, it might be like 5. I don't really know.
No, I don't fucking know. I don't keep up with the YouTube algorithm.
I'm not good enough on YouTube.
Me neither. I've had a YouTube channel for like 10 years now. So obviously today we're going to be talking about the Oscars. Just that one moment.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows anything else that happened.
Apparently the deaf community is really pissed off about that moment because
they couldn't hear it. Did not hit them hard enough?
No, because apparently when Chris Rock was going to announce, was it Best Documentary, the documentary that won Best Documentary was about deaf people.
Oh, okay.
And so the deaf community is like really pissed off because Will Smith like
stole their shine.
Pretty much.
He really Kanye West it.
Yeah.
Yikes. We had a bunch of stuff to go over today.
Yes,
For once we actually did research.
Yeah, for once we're slightly prepared.
Not just come up with stuff 10 minutes before we hit record.
Exactly. Though to be fair, some of this stuff I came up with like an hour before we recorded, so I'm getting better.
That's still better than how it normally is.
Yeah, that's fair.
We just never have the time.
Right, no. Between work and being depressed.
That's a full-time job in itself.
Exactly. So
sad now.
We're all sad. We're not going to spend too much time on Will Smith because pretty much the internet has memed him to death.
There's not much to say other than he smacked the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and like people are starting to wonder, like, was he really offended at Chris Rock's joke, or was it because Jada was pissed?
I don't know, because he was definitely laughing his ass off.
He was laughing his ass off at the joke, and I'd be willing to bet as soon as like they pan the camera away from him, there's been the meme where she's like, "Do you want me to cheat on you again?" Even though they supposedly have an open marriage, which I think
one of them does.
I was about to say, it's like when I heard that, I was like, yeah, that's a load of shit. Like I don't knock open relationships,
yeah,
but there's ways that open relationships are, and it's not, oh, my husband caught me cheating.
Now it's an open relationship.
Now it's an open relationship.
Yeah, that's saving face.
Pretty much. Just
the slap heard around the world.
Pretty much. That's actually what the Critical Drinker named his video when he was talking about it, the slap heard around the world.
I woke up the other day because I was working midnights, and I had like 4 text messages from different people, you being one of them, with the video, and I'm like, what the fuck happened while I was asleep?
Yeah, Chris Rock got the shit smacked out of him.
Boy, did he.
And GG to Japan Broadcasting for having it uncensored.
Uncensored, yeah, really. Because the U.S. cut it all off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they cut the sound off.
They cut the sound off because the FCC, after the nip slip at the Super Bowl so many years ago, the FCC now requires even live events to be on like a delay.
Yeah.
So, like, if something like that does happen again, they can like they can quickly censor it.
I mean, like radio stations and stuff do that too.
Yeah.
When they're doing interviews and stuff. But
pretty much.
The FCC won't let me be me.
Now fuck the FCC.
Okay.
Alright, anyway, moving on. Since I'm the PlayStation fanboy of this dynamic duo, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now are coming together for one big PlayStation Plus subscription. It was announced, I believe, yesterday, and it's going to take effect in June. So basically now PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now are going to be combined, but it's going to be still called PlayStation Plus. Except now it's broken up into 3 tiers.
PlayStation Plus now.
There's going to be PlayStation Plus Essential, PlayStation Plus Extra, and PlayStation Plus Premium. And they're all going to be different tiers. A lot of people have been comparing it to Game Pass Ultimate.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
So
just with more games.
Pretty much. So with PlayStation Plus Essential, it's basically the old subscription, $60 a year. You get 2 free games a month, you get discounts, cloud storage, and online multiplayer. Nothing's changed with that, but then we get to the next 2 tiers, which there's PlayStation Plus Extra, which is going to be $100 a year, has all the benefits of PlayStation Plus Essential, but adds up to 400 more games for the Instant Game Collection, which if you have a PlayStation 5 and you have PlayStation Plus, there's what's called the Instant Game Collection, and there's it's just a bunch of games that you can download and play for free as long as you have a PS Plus membership.
Okay.
But it has really good stuff on there like Bloodborne and Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's like newer stuff.
Yeah, it's not just like older stuff, and it's a lot of first party Sony stuff.
Makes sense.
Kind of like with Game Pass.
Right.
So that's for the extra tier. That's $100 a year. Though the one that I'm leaning more towards is the premium tier, which is going to be $120 a year.
Which is the same thing Game Pass Ultimate is a year.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
It's $40 for 3 months.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Roughly about
the same. So on top of the other 2 tiers benefits, it adds up to 340 additional games, which span across the PS1, the PS2, PS3, and the PSP. Now, the downside though with the PS3 games is they will be available via cloud streaming. That I'm kind of not a fan of. Like, don't get me wrong, streaming games is fun. Like, it saves space on your hard drive, but a lot of people are like, why can't we just download these games as long as we have the subscription?
Right.
It doesn't make sense, and I agree with that.
like Game Pass Ultimate. You just download the game.
Exactly. It'll also offer cloud streaming access for original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, and PS4 games, which can be streamed on PS4 and PS5 consoles as well as PC.
Okay.
And they will also include time-limited game trials, so customers can try select games before they buy. Which that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Because I mean, I know there's some games that still make demos,
Right.
but not
many.
Not many. Like, I think Kirby Forgotten Lands did a demo, which I was cool. But you really don't hear much about companies making demos anymore.
Yeah, it's not really a thing anymore. You don't get them in the back of a magazine either.
No, you don't get demo discs anymore. Which is a shame.
It's the best part.
Right? I mean, I literally spent like half the summer playing the demo of the original Star Wars Battlefront because of the demo disc. And it only had one map. It was Endor. So by the time I eventually got the money to buy Battlefront, I knew the map of Endor like the back of my hand.
I mean, that's good. You had a leg up on everybody else then.
Well, I didn't have PlayStation Online at the time, so just whenever my cousin or whatever would come over to play, and I'd be like, "Let's play on Endor," and I would just kick his ass.
Let's play the only map I know.
Right.
Speaking of subscriptions, you see about the GTA subscription, GTA Plus, whatever that shit is called.
GTA Plus. I do not know how I feel about this one. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think games need a subscription too. It's bad enough we have battle passes on every fucking game.
And that's essentially what this is.
Yeah.
It's a battle pass.
It's actually available now. It launched yesterday.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't coming till later in the year.
Nope. Launched on March 29th.
Oh wow, so yeah, yesterday.
But it's only on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. So new.
Well, that makes sense because they are or they already have shut down. Oh no, never mind. They shut down the servers for the Xbox 360
the
and PS3
right.
servers.
Yeah, they came out with a new one for Xbox, and I'm tempted to get it just because I do like playing GTA here and there.
But I could have sworn that on Series X and S and PS5 that GTA Online was free to download.
Nope. It was rumored to be free to upgrade and download, but it's not. So right now, online only is $10 if you don't want the base game as well.
Which that's not
terrible.
That's not terrible.
It's kind of like Red Dead.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Red Dead. You could buy Red Dead online for $10.
God, I forgot Red Dead Online existed.
Yeah, well, so did Rockstar. Or you can buy the full game. It's on sale right now until like May, I think, and it's only $20.
May.
Anyway, with the subscription, you don't get much. It's kind of shit.
You get a recurring monthly deposit of 500,000 GTA cash.
That's like a T-shirt in the game.
Pretty much. You also get, let's see, gameplay updates you may have missed out on, special vehicle upgrades, member-only discounts, GTA money, and RP bonuses, and more each month.
I like how they say more each month, because even they don't know what you're going to get yet.
Right. They're like, how far can we push this to being free to play, but you still have to pay?
Now, it does come with a few, like, buildings and stuff in-game for properties, like an auto shop. And
okay.
If you own a yacht already, you can upgrade it to a super yacht for no cost. Like, yeah, spend $15 million and upgrade it for free. Whatever.
Wow.
Just, a bunch of garbage, really.
Yeah.
In my eye, at least.
Oh, no, in my eye as well, because I loved playing GTA Online. GTA Online was fun to fuck around in.
Yeah. We made some good videos in that with the Liberators, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, those were fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
But
I like how they throw in the part that says GTA Plus members can also take advantage of special GTA Plus shark cards that provide extra bonus cash.
God damn it.
So they're still trying to sell you fucking shark cards.
Of course they are.
Every month GTA Plus will deliver a new set of exclusive rewards for members to claim. What else can they give you, though?
I don't know.
They're going to add a new car and give it to you, and then put out a different version of that car and not give it to you and make it expensive. Or like
give you a discount or something. I don't know.
So it is $6 a month, which isn't a terrible price.
It's terrible. It's not a terrible price, but it's literally showing that Rockstar is literally still trying to get blood from a stone.
Yeah. I mean, even Call of Duty, their battle passes are like $20, I think.
I don't know. I haven't played Call of Duty.
I was playing Call of Duty last night.
I haven't played Call of Duty in like 2 years.
Yeah. I think they're like $20 a month, but you really do get a lot from those battle passes if you play a lot.
Yeah, and that's why I've never gotten one, because I don't play a lot. Like, even Call of Duty Mobile, I don't play a lot. Like,
well, see, what I've started doing is I get the COD points that I need.
Yeah.
And then I'll play through the season if I'm going to play. And then at the end, if I'm done with the battle pass, I'll buy it. Because then everything behind it unlocks. And you basically get all your money back.
Okay.
So you get all your COD points back, so you can just buy it again next month. And as long as you max it out, you can do that every time and be fine.
That's a pretty ingenuitive way to game the system.
Wow. You proud of that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am very proud of that one.
Well, you shouldn't be.
I'm never proud of myself.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it is. If I do get GTA, I might buy it for 1 month just to see what it's like. Because, they give you all those buildings for free, but what happens if you don't buy the subscription again? Do they take them away?
I don't know. That's something to wonder. You get locked out. Like, you try to go...
There's a foreclosure sign on the door.
That would be funny as hell.
Little green placard on the door.
That would be funny as hell.
That would be pretty good, actually.
That would be fantastic.
GTA Plus subscription needed to enter this building.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
No, they have a big placard that says it's foreclosed on, and they got like 2 armed security guards standing there like, yeah, try it, motherfucker.
And then you shoot them in GTA.
Yeah. But moving on, the Switch got an update. This was about 8 days ago, or 9 days ago.
Switch isn't dead.
No, Switch isn't dead. So, 2 things happening with the Switch. One, they got the version, their update version 14.0.0, which added grouping or folders. So a feature that everybody has been asking Nintendo for on this system pretty much since it launched. Now, if only Sony could pull their heads out of their ass and do it for the PS5, I would be eternally grateful.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox has it.
Yeah, it's because Xbox cares.
We care. And you gave up on us.
I haven't given up on you. I just had a dead system.
I'm telling you, you need to get you a new one.
I know I need to get a new one, but I also still have a house I need to rebuild.
At least the X is becoming more and more easier to find now.
Look, trust me, I was
nice.
very tempted last week. On my lunch break, I went to go pick up my copy of Strangers of Paradise, and they had like 3 Series X systems behind the counter. I was like,
now was it just the system or was it the bundle?
I think they're all bundles.
I think GameStop can only sell bundles. They tried to sell me one, and it was almost $800, I think.
I saw what the bundles were, and it was like an extra controller, and
yeah, it was like a controller, 3 months of Game Pass.
Oh, it was only 3 months of Game Pass. Oh, fuck that!
And then it was a $50 gift card to GameStop. I was like, it was good for what it was, but I didn't need all that. I just needed the goddamn system.
See, I would have liked that.
Like I've already traded in. I traded in my old system, my Xbox One.
How much did you get for that?
I ended up getting like 100.
Okay.
100 store credit. It was like 80 cash.
Okay.
But I had to trade in the controller that came with my new console because I don't have the original controller no more. But that's how we bought that thing over there, the Cricket.
Cricket?
Yeah, the white thing on the cart right there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of those cutters to make like vinyls and stuff.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so we use that to pay off some of that Cricket and.
Okay.
Go. Always doing new little projects around here.
Yeah.
All the vinyl.
Jesus.
All kinds of stuff everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love my X. I'm glad I was able to finally find it.
I do want to get an X at some point.
It is very fast compared to my one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, my one was 10 years old.
I was about to say you had a day one.
I had a day one 500 gig. This is a terabyte. I was like, that's an upgrade already.
Right. Exactly. I will eventually get a Series X because there's been talks of a new Fable game. Yeah. And I love Fable.
I know, I'm excited. I can't wait.
I really want to replay the other Fable games, but I don't have a way to do it.
Right.
Because
you got rid of your Xbox.
It had a dead HDMI port on it.
The only thing I don't like about the new, optimized for Series X stuff is you have to rebuy everything.
What?
Yeah, so, my Call of Duty Vanguard, I bought the cross-gen, so it works on this one, which is fine. But, if I was to buy any, even the Division 2, like a $2 game at GameStop right now, but if I wanted to get the optimized version, I have to rebuy it on Xbox.
Oh, that's fucking
So
bullshit.
it's basically a way that they could resell their game.
At least with PlayStation 5, a lot of games are coming with PS5 upgrades. Immortals Phoenix Rising. If you bought the PS4 version, you can play it on your PS4, but then if you get a PS5 and you put it in your PS5 system, it immediately is do you want to download the PS4 version or do you want to download the upgraded PS5 version?
Right.
And there's no extra charge.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
That really is the way it should be.
But see, my Vanguard, it's not the optimized version. It's just the base, but it's for both consoles. So I don't have the optimized version, but it runs fine on my Xbox like it is.
That's just dirty.
Yeah.
I'm guessing optimized means a higher refresh rate and frame rate and stuff like that. See, that I don't like that, but at the same time, I would never take advantage of it because I have poor vision.
Yeah, me too. We both wear glasses.
I can't see the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS.
I think it just looks smoother, but the higher refresh rates for sure.
I guess.
I mean,
I don't know. It's because I mostly play single player stuff. I don't play multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't notice it.
I mean, a lot of what I've been playing lately is single player.
Okay.
With the exception of Call of Duty here and there. But
right.
I mean, I have decent monitors with a 75 hertz refresh rate. And you can definitely tell the difference when you play on higher monitors. Yeah.
I guess we'll wait and see what all that comes to whenever I eventually get into Series X. We went off on a completely different tangent.
My bad.
That's all right. No, it's not a bad thing. But yeah, the biggest thing from that update was that you can do folders now for the Switch. They also added some more control options for Bluetooth audio for the Switch because several months ago they added the ability to actually connect a Bluetooth headset to your Switch.
Yeah, wasn't it in the system already, but they never put in the software or the firmware for it?
Maybe.
I remember hearing something about that.
It was the same thing with the PS5 when it came to like the M.2 SSDs. Like, they had the port in there, they just didn't have the firmware. Why did you open the window?
Just it's a little stuffy.
Oh, okay.
It's very windy outside.
It
It
is
has some really bad weather coming soon, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
all I gotta say is if a tornado touches down on my house, I'm gonna have to commit myself.
I mean, last big storm, the tornado touched down like less than a mile from here.
Oh yeah, no,
That
like
was the start of the tornado. I was like, what, last week?
that was last week.
Yeah.
It was last Wednesday.
Yeah, I slept right through it. I was sleeping so good.
No, I didn't sleep through it. I was sitting on the couch like, I swear to God.
Well, I was working midnights, so
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I think I woke up like right when it touched down. It's like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that was crazy. I feel really bad for the people in Araby and all that.
Yeah, they got hit really hard. Like
They-
lower ninth ward.
Yeah, because it was an EF3.
Yeah,
That was.
that's one of the biggest ever hit our area.
It is the biggest.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
And now here we are a week later. Hey, look, more tornadoes.
Round 2, Irby.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Please don't let it hit Arabs. Please don't let anybody get hit by this shit.
A little too windy.
It's a little too windy for you.
Shit. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Oh, yeah, no, the wind is really bad right now. While we're still on Nintendo, Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed again to spring 2023. Which, honestly, it doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, I'm starting to think Breath of the Wild 2 is slowly becoming the Duke Nukem Forever of the Legend of Zelda franchise.
How many times has it been pushed back?
This is
I
like
don't really keep up with.
this is like the third time, I want to say.
Damn.
Like, I don't even remember when the game got announced. I want to say it got announced in 2020, maybe 2019.
Let's see. See if I can find it.
See if you can find it, because I really it's been at least 2 years since Breath of the Wild 2 got announced. I'm not even calling it Breath of the Wild 2. They're calling it the sequel to Breath of the Wild, but everybody online's calling it Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, they're saying spring 2023 now.
Yeah. When was it a...
That's what I'm looking for.
I was about to say, we're trying to find out when it was initially announced. Like I said, I want to say 2020.
Yeah, it was like 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And this is like the second or third time it's been...
Yeah, because it was supposed to be released this year.
They were aiming for this year, and then now...
They missed.
Then they... And of course, when this got announced, yes, Chris... goddamn.
The memes
The
are
memes.
so good for the Will Smith.
The Will Smith memes are getting great.
I have so many on my phone now just because they're so good.
But another thing that this caused was people to go on Twitter and they're like, oh my god, the Switch Pro is coming, or the next Nintendo console is coming. Which it's like, they've already gone on record saying that they're only halfway done with the Switch's life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
But they could do with an upgraded system. Like with upgraded internals and all that, because a lot of their first party stuff that's coming out now, it's pushing the limits of the software and the hardware.
So you think to do like what Xbox used to do and like come up with the same console but like upgraded insides?
Yes.
Like was it the Xbox One X?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted one of those so bad.
Yeah, I had to settle for a 1S.
Yeah, I had to settle for a 1.
And they did similar things with like the 3DS. They made the new Nintendo 3DS.
Right, I remember.
And they
that.
made a couple of games that would only work on that system. Wasn't very many, but
Right.
I have a feeling that, I would hope Nintendo would kind of go in that direction, but we'll wait and see.
I mean, if it's at the midlife of the cycle, like it would be a great time to put out a upgraded one and then finish out the rest of the cycle.
Right, like everybody's been saying, just release a Switch Pro or Plus or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just get better internals.
Right. And let it use Bluetooth.
Natively let it use Bluetooth. Don't fucking block the firmware. Like I said, not 100% sure on that one, so...
Yeah. Have you ever played any of the Witcher games?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, CD Projekt Red announced a new one.
I saw that a lot of people were excited for that, and I've heard people praise the shit out of Witcher 3.
Yeah, I've heard Witcher is like a really great series. I've never gotten into it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day I'll pick it up.
A lot of people have recommended just starting with either Witcher 2 or Witcher 3.
Really?
Because The Witcher 1 was a PC exclusive.
Right.
And I've watched gameplay of it. It is rough. It's like very antiquated.
Mm-hmm.
Witcher 2 was a PC exclusive for a while, and then it got ported to Xbox 360.
Yep.
And I want to say when I worked at GameStop, I borrowed that game and I played like 5 minutes of it, and I was like, I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. And I have a copy of The Witcher 3 sitting at home for my PS4. I just have yet to play it.
I heard it was a really good game. So.
I've heard the same thing. I watched.
It might be on Game Pass. Maybe I'll download it and try it.
It might be.
That sounds like something that would be on there.
But I watched like half of the first season of The Witcher show.
Mm-hmm.
It was alright.
Yeah. Not good, not bad.
Not good, not bad. Like, everybody praised it, but I was just like,
It's a show.
It's a show. It I got the feeling of it that it was trying to be Game of Thrones, but set in the Witcher universe.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because the whole first season, it jumps between time periods.
Yeah, see, I don't like those because I can never keep up with that. And
you don't find this out until near the end of the first season.
So and you're just really confused the whole time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm confused normally. I don't need to be confused watching a show too.
Yeah.
I've been watching this one show on Hulu lately, and it had some points where it was jumping back and forth, and I was like, I need this to stop.
Oh,
great show though.
There's this one show my parents, I don't know if they're still watching it, but I tried to watch a couple of them. It was Every Man or Every Joe or
I
Joe.
have no idea.
It's basically a show about this guy who, it shows the different paths of life he could take. So there's one universe where he's a doctor, there's another where he's a police officer, and there's another where he's a world famous singer. And it all has to do with a choice, choices he makes at his college graduation and stuff like that. But then it just spreads out to these different universes. It's a really cool concept, but they jump between them in the episodes, and you don't know which one you're in.
Okay, so you can never follow along as
right now. If they had certain episodes just focusing on one universe,
right, that'd
be fine. But no, they're jumping between all three of them.
Yeah,
and what makes it even worse is a lot of the characters are reused. A lot of the actors are reused. Or well, they're still
people.
Yeah, they're different people, but they're the same role.
Right.
And it's cool concept. I
could probably be done a little differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to The Witcher. There we go, going on tangents again.
Tangents on tangents.
Tangents on tangents again.
It's gonna be my new rap song.
I don't think they've announced anything other than just that they're working on it.
Yeah, I think that it was just announced that it's in development. So they really pulled a Rockstar and said,
pretty much.
We're making it. Or Skate 3. Skate 4.
Skate 4, I was about to say. I'm sure, I'm calling it, it'll probably be maybe 2025.
You think so?
Depends on how big they're gonna make the open world.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's cool that they're developing a new Witcher game, but I really think they should be keeping their focus on Cyberpunk. Because
Cyberpunk dead?
No, actually, here's the crazy part with Cyberpunk. It runs good on PS5, Series X, and PC if you have a decent enough rig. The problem that people had with it was when it released, it was basically only playable on PC.
Mm-hmm.
For Xbox One and PS4, it was a mess. You could tell they didn't develop it for older
software.
They should have just focused on next gen instead of trying to do Xbox One and PS4.
Right. It could have been a great push for the next gen consoles.
It also didn't help that there was an embargo for reviewers reviewers couldn't show footage, like gameplay footage that they recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you would see a review online, it was always pre-rendered footage that CD Projekt Red sent out,
Which always looked great.
exactly.
Yeah. That's pretty scummy. So basically, they knew it was going to be terrible on old systems.
Pretty much. That's the way it looks.
Yeah.
You know, they knew, someone knew that it wasn't gonna run well,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just like, "Fuck it, release it anyway."
That sucks.
Well, it's that mentality of release it unfinished now, we'll patch it later.
Well, the problem with it now is everybody has a stigma that it's just such a terrible game that nobody even wants to pick it up for new consoles.
Right.
That's the reason I haven't gotten it. I'm like, oh, it's a terrible game. Why am I gonna get it?
Because they did just release the PS5 version. Now, they didn't release a physical version, but the actual, like, if you have a PS4 version, you can upgrade it to PS5.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure they don't have a physical PS5 version. That's like just to show you like how bad of a stigma it has that like nobody noticed.
Yeah, like I've seen it in GameStop, and that was about it. Like once.
I started it up and I played it for like about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a huge open world.
Yeah.
And there's so much customization.
That's what I like. I like all that customization and stuff.
And I was like, I could see myself putting a lot of time in this. I just don't have the time
to put into
it right now.
Me with YouTube.
Yeah. And it's just, yeah, it has the potential to be a great game. I even read like the lore book that came with my copy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a cool world. It's just it got fucked up by being released too soon.
Yeah, or for older consoles when it shouldn't have been.
Exactly. I do highly recommend anybody who's like even mildly interested. If you have a Series X or a PS5, go out and get it. I'm pretty sure it's like $20 now.
I might go pick it up Friday. Since you said that, I get paid Friday. I might go pick it up.
Yeah, I gotta pay my mortgage Friday.
3 check months, you know.
Yeah.
The great months. You can catch up on bills.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, at GameStop used, you can get it for Xbox One for $27.
That's not bad. I might look at buying it digitally too.
Yeah, you could, because I'm pretty sure it'll be on sale digitally.
Yeah, I've been buying a lot of stuff digitally lately. So, like the new WWE game. I've been having fun with that game.
I'm glad that 2K finally did a good WWE game.
I mean, it was a very rough launch. They had a lot of problems in the beginning. I didn't have it then, so I don't care.
Oh, okay. Well.
But I went from playing 2K16 to 22. So
okay, so it was a big leap.
Yeah. And I've been enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Something to do.
I'm glad people are enjoying it. WWE games aren't my cup of tea, but you know, I'm glad people are enjoying it.
It's kind of like The Sims for me. Like, I'll play it for a few months, and then I'm bored of it, and then I'll pick it up in like a year and play it for a few months.
Yeah, it's a good pick up and play game.
Yeah. I paid a little too much for it, but
you did.
I bought the deluxe version, whatever. It was like $100.
The day before you knew you were gonna go get an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, but I probably would have spent the $100 anyway. So the one I bought came with the X and the One version, and then it had like some other shit with it. So it wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay.
I was gonna spend the same thing basically.
Okay. But I've been playing Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I actually just beat the last boss last night.
I've been seeing pictures of it that you've been posting in our Discord.
It's a great game. It's fun. It's adorable.
And what's that on?
Switch.
On Switch. Yeah.
It is exclusive to the Switch. It's a Kirby game. Anybody that's played a Kirby game, it's just like every other Kirby game, except now like you can upgrade the copy abilities. That's really like the biggest thing I've noticed, because I've only played a handful of Kirby games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to say the last one I played was Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Wii, and that was like over 10 years ago.
That was when like Nintendo was obsessed with yarn type games.
Yeah,
like all the characters were made out of like
because they
rope and shit.
Yeah, because they did a fucking Yoshi's Island game like that too. Wow, what?
It was a very weird time.
It kind of was. But I'm done with the game, but I'm not finished with it because I beat the last boss. I beat the story, but there's post-game stuff.
Oh.
And I just don't feel like doing it.
I was looking for the pictures that you had sent. They're so far in. There's so many Will Smith memes.
Yeah, there's too many Will Smith memes in the Discord.
Was it good at least?
It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I made the mistake of trying to 100% complete it. I'm obviously not doing that. Because each level, they have like, there's like certain stuff they want you to do to like do 100% completion.
Mm-hmm.
I had no problem with doing that. Problems I ran into was, I don't know if you ever played Super Smash Brothers, and they have the little trophies you can unlock. They have that in the new Kirby game. Problem is, they're behind gotcha machines. So like,
gotcha, bitch.
Huh?
Gotcha, bitch.
Pretty much. Like, there's like 4 volumes. Like, especially after I beat the last boss and I got back to the main like world hub, they're like, oh yeah, the 4th gotcha machine is unlocked. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I am not doing this.
So how long until you go from playing games like Kirby to like jumping into Animal Crossing?
I tried Animal Crossing.
Did you?
Yeah,
I played it for like a month.
I played it for like a week.
When I had to...
I didn't like that it was in real time.
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, you can game the system.
I know you can game the system, but I'd rather not.
Yeah.
And that's where it turned me off. I'm like, oh, it's in real time. Well, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun for the month or so I played it.
It's a fun game. It's just...
I had a lot of friends that had it, so like I was always visiting other people's islands, and then one time there's a thing with the turnips where you like leave them out or something.
Uh-huh.
And I left them out, and then I forgot about them, and then I came back and they were all rotten. I was like, fuck this game.
I'd see you try to play something like Stardew Valley or Story of Seasons.
I was like, this is dumb. Is Stardew in real time too, or
no? Stardew's not in real time.
See, if it's not in real time, I could do it.
But it is also like a farming sim.
But see, I could do that. It's just that it was real time, and the day after, I had something else going on. I forgot all about it. And
right.
My shit was done.
Yes, I say Stardew's a farm sim. It's like so much more.
Yeah, I've always seen it. It's too intimidating for me to try it.
It's a farm / life sim / dungeon crawler. And like there's so much shit to do.
I already fail at life, so I don't need to fail at a game life too.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I haven't played Story of Seasons either. Although I do want to get Rune Factory 5.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's kind of the same, but like it's more lean toward dungeon crawling than actual like raising a farm and shit.
Yeah.
But
that's why I like Minecraft.
I still want to give it a shot.
That's why I'm into Minecraft. I haven't played it in a long time, but
that's fair enough.
I think about it all the time. I'm like, I can just jump in and play it for a little bit, but I don't. You get one person that's a farmer, and then I can just go play in the dungeons and get lost, and you can help me if I'm back.
I came very close to picking up Minecraft Dungeons the other day.
It's on Game Pass.
It is on?
Yeah, I can download it. You can try it here. Save you money.
Yeah. I've wanted to try it because like I love Diablo-style games.
Yeah, me too.
Even though I've heard that Dungeons is like...
Yeah, it's like more like a childish type.
Yeah. And people could argue that Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is like that, but there's some difficulty to it, especially if you play it on
Kirby always had some difficulty to it, though. Kirby was never like a really easy game.
Yeah, but it also wasn't like...
Not super hard.
Yeah, not,
except for the last boss.
Yeah.
The Yahweh boss.
Huh?
The Yahweh boss.
No, actually, no. No, he wasn't the last boss. He was like one of the last bosses. Like I'm talking about like the final boss. Like I'm not gonna say the name of the final boss, but you fight it on top of a building, and it flies all over the place, and it's so fucking annoying. It took me like 5 times to beat it.
The Dark Souls boss.
I call it the Dark Souls boss because up until this point, like. The bosses are straightforward, okay, here's the pattern, this is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But then this boss is like, okay, for this round, I'm going to completely switch things up. Or I'm going to throw out a move that you didn't see last time, so you won't be able to dodge it.
How many times did you swallow a car?
In the game total?
Yeah. Is there a lot of car swallowing in the game?
There was a lot of car swallowing in the game.
There's
Mouthful mode.
There's a picture of like apparently Target. You know how they have like the big red balls outside of Target?
Yeah.
Well, some of them they had like a Kirby costume that went over the big ball thing.
Oh my god.
And somebody drove their car next to it, and it was like, there's no way he's eating this car. I kept going to our Target. I was like, I really want the Kirby Balls, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
That sucks. Give me the Kirby Ball. I mean, that sounds terrible when you say that.
Yeah.
Give me the Kirby Balls.
Kirby is fun.
There's our title.
There you give me the Kirby Balls. It's fun. It's probably more fun in co-op because there is co-op. If you're a completionist, it'll be fun too. If you don't mind grinding for coins to appease the gacha machine.
Right.
The gacha machines. All in all, like, it's a good game. I don't know if I would suggest paying $60 for it, though.
Yeah.
Because it just came out Friday, and I beat it last night.
It's almost a week.
Yeah, so like less than a week, and it was $60.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your mileage may vary compared to me.
I mean, depending on how much you play in a day and
right. Yeah.
like that. I guess it evens out.
It does.
Have you played any more Elden Ring?
No, I haven't played Elden Ring in like 2 weeks.
Did you beat it?
No.
No.
I am not ashamed to say I rage quit it because, and it wasn't fighting a boss either. It was, there are these dungeons that you can find, like these caves, like extra areas, and they had these little fucking enemies in there that they're stone gargoyles that anytime they even like breathe on you, they inflict a bleed status on you. And it is so, I lost my shit in that dungeon. I was like, you know what, I'm done.
Fuck this.
I was like, fuck this, I'm done. Took the game out of my system, put it in the case, I was like, nope, I'm done.
Traded it in, I'm done.
No, I haven't traded it in.
I keep looking at it every time I either go to GameStop or I'm just scrolling on the store, and I'm like, is today the day? And then I'm like, no, today's not the day. Because I know I'm going to get it, I'm going to play like 4 hours of it, I'm going to get pissed off.
But see, here was
and
what
I'll never touch it again.
Here's what I tell a lot of people. With me, I'm bad at Souls games. What made me like Elden Ring was the exploration.
Right.
Because it's open world. And it, as cliche as it sounds, it reminded me of Breath of the Wild. And that's what I loved about Breath of the Wild. I put over 200 hours into that game.
But see, if I want to do that, there's so many other games I can do that won't piss me off as much.
That's also true. I mostly compare it to Breath of the Wild because it's literally, you wake up in the chamber, the king gives you the runes, and it's like, alright, go do shit. Like, there's stuff to like, oh, you should probably go here and here and here. This is like where you're supposed to ultimately end up. But I'm not going to stop you from going, over there.
Yeah, kind of like Skyrim.
That too, yes.
I keep seeing Skyrim, they have an optimized version. I'm like, it's
yeah,
on Game Pass,
they just released like the 10th anniversary
like,
PS4 version.
Do I want to try that again? It'll be like the 4th. My problem with Skyrim now is I load in and I start messing around, I start getting stuff, and then I pause it for something, and I see the mod menu. And I'm like, oh yeah, it has mods, and then that's game over. I download like a cheat ROM, and
then
it's just not fun anymore.
No, you're right, but
speaking of Elden Ring, did you see the guy who did the speed run?
No, you mentioned it to me. He did it for charity?
Under 3 hours, no death.
Jesus Christ.
Now I don't know if there was like an any percent or anything. I mean, it's not the world record speed run, because we watched one right before this that was
like 18 minutes.
It was 18. It was like sub 19.
It was sub 19 minutes at any percent completion, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean,
because
that was wild.
When I stopped playing Elden Ring, I was like almost 30 hours in, and I had only beaten like 2 or 3 main bosses.
See, my buddy Henry, I think he's like he was like 500 hours in when he completed the first time, and then he went New Game Plus and he put like another 1,000 hours in.
Jesus Christ!
But he has no job. He just sits at home and plays Elden Ring all day now. So, I mean, that's his kind of games though. He loves Souls games.
Tell him to become an Elden Ring streamer.
Right? No, he couldn't. He couldn't do
that.
Nah. I know you don't play Fortnite. Have you watched any of the new stuff with Fortnite?
I've heard that they got rid of building.
So it's back now.
Oh, it's back now?
But there's game modes without building now that are more popular than the regular game mode.
Well, yeah, because nobody likes fucking building.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. Like, I played it once, and, you shoot somebody, and then there's a fucking, 40-foot tower in front of you.
Right. They, build a 40-foot tower just to get away from one person, and it's like,
And I feel like if you're on console, there's no way you're keeping up with that.
No, especially if you have crossplay activated.
Yeah, there's no way.
No fucking way.
You can't build like they can on PC, but apparently they did a charity thing for the Ukrainian humanitarian relief.
Oh, good for them.
And in 24 hours, Fortnite raised over $36 million.
Wow.
Now I know a lot of people have been doing stuff like that, but I think that was the most notable one.
That's insane, but that's also great.
And speaking of like the Ukrainian stuff, do you see like a bunch of publishers are pulling their games from Russia?
Yes.
Like almost all.
Yeah.
All of them. Everything's pulling from
Everything's
Russia.
pulling from Russia.
McDonald's, Starbucks, Netflix. I think Hulu's doing it.
No more double quarter pounder with cheese for you, comrade.
Double quarter grenade, all you get. So that's pretty interesting to see.
Oh wait, no, they probably wouldn't call it the double quarter pounder. They use the metric system, so they probably call it a Royale with cheese.
That sounds like Burger King.
You don't remember that from Pulp Fiction?
No.
In Pulp Fiction, at the beginning of the movie, John Travolta's character is talking with Samuel L. Jackson, and John Travolta's character just came from Amsterdam. So he's telling him about all the weird shit that he saw in Amsterdam that like you don't see in America, and he's like, you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Amsterdam? They call it a Royale with cheese. You want to know why? Because they use the metric system.
Okay then.
Or like he talks about how people in Europe dip their French fries in mayonnaise instead of ketchup, which I mean,
we're in the South. A lot of people do that here too.
Right.
Or they mix the mayonnaise and ketchup.
But I have met a couple European people. I'm like, do y'all really? And he goes, oh yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. I'll throw some little ketchup in there, but you know.
I forgot this with the Elden Ring stuff. Apparently, Elden Ring is the biggest non-FIFA or Call of Duty launch since Red Dead 2.
GG.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
It's also From Software's like best-selling game to date.
Mm-hmm. It's like they're playing like Game Tycoon and it's their first AAA.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, not to say that their other stuff wasn't AAA, but you know, it's still one of those.
It's just the best now.
It's become a lot more mainstream.
Yeah. You want to get into the Activision Blizzard stuff?
Oh yeah, let's.
Okay, so first thing, they stopped sales of Overwatch, Vanguard, and World of Warcraft in Russia. They shut down everything in Russia. So good on them, I guess.
Good on them, yeah. Sure,
they're also being sued by the family of the employee who committed suicide.
GG.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
And then a judge finally approved an $18 million settlement between Activision Blizzard and the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. That's supposed to resolve the federal sexual harassment lawsuits faced by the video game publisher. And the company still faces multiple suits from shareholders, former employees, and the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. So they're still getting fucked all around.
Yeah. No, they're
rightfully so.
Yeah.
They definitely deserve it.
It's never gonna end for Blizzard.
No, they'll always have a stigma.
They're forever. They're forever unclean now.
I mean, it's kind of like Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It'll forever have that stigma to them. They're still going to release games and people are still going to buy them in masses, but they'll still be the
shitty company that they are. Or people are being like, they're still, the shitty company they are.
It does make me wonder if like their games going forward are going to be worse and worse because nobody notable wants to work there now.
Probably.
Well, they just got acquired by Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be okay then.
That actually isn't finalized yet. I think it's getting finalized next year. Like the sale will be final next year.
I feel like that might be their saving grace.
It probably will be.
It'll be able to scrub their name a little bit.
It probably will be their saving grace. I'm not gonna lie, but
that might be why they finally sold.
Probably
because they had no.
They probably are like, you know what, we're fucked.
Right.
Let somebody buy us. Look, who's been wanting to buy us? Microsoft. Okay, let them.
Let them before Sony does. Still waiting for World of Warcraft on console. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, like
I mean, there's keyboard support now, so
there is keyboard support, but I still highly doubt that
yeah,
that's
I
going
don't
to
think it's ever gonna happen. Which is great because I really don't want to play.
I tried playing World of Warcraft years ago.
I've tried a few times. And
I want to say it was around the time of the 3rd or 4th expansion, because we used to have at GameStop the 7-day trial discs,
and that's how I tried it the first time.
Same, because it was like $1.99.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? It's $2. Let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
And I tried playing it, and I was just like, I don't see the appeal of this.
Yeah, I mean the beginning grind is just so much.
Not even just that; it's just the aesthetic and the gameplay loop. I was like, I don't get this.
I mean, that's why I always stuck to like bigger or other MMOs or MMORPGs like RuneScape.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't linear. It wasn't like hack and slash 24/7. There was so many different things you could do.
Yeah, I have yet to. I mean, I did put a significant amount of time into Final Fantasy XIV online, but I really, honestly, don't have any plans on going back to it, like in the near future. Which sucks because I never got past the base game, just because the story in the main game and the grind near the end is just
too
unbearable.
Much. Yeah.
Especially when it's like, oh, you just did one raid? Haha, now you gotta do like 2 more. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do more raids. I just want to move on to the good DLC. I want to move on to the good expansion.
Kind of like Destiny.
Yeah. It's like, I'm tired of the base game, Paw Paw. I want the expansion.
Well, that's too damn bad. Oh, man.
It's, that and just, I don't like paying monthly subscriptions for MMOs.
Yeah, not for most things at least.
Yeah, like I'll deal with
like RuneScape. I played for a while, and I paid for that. But you also don't have to pay for it. You can play the free.
Right. Until you get to a point where you're like, man, I really could use that fletching ability or whatever the other.
You actually got one right.
Yeah. See, I paid attention.
I think you played it for like a week.
No, it was like
with me.
No, it was like 2-3 weeks maybe.
Was it?
Yeah. I know you, me, and that one guy. I think his name was Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
We went hard at it
for a little while. Yeah.
For that week when we had that. When we were supposed to have that winter storm.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was 2018. It was like January 2018.
Yes. And it was off of work for like a week.
Yeah, they kept calling us every night, and they're like, yeah, don't come to work tomorrow.
It was all so pissed off because they had to go to work, and we kept getting off.
Oh, yeah, no, my uncle called me, like, after the weather had warmed up, and there was, like, literally 0 chance of it getting cold again for another storm. He was like, guess I'll see your ass on Monday.
It was like a Thursday.
It was like Thursday, and he was like, I'll just see you on Monday. You're off tomorrow.
You're off tomorrow. Don't come back until Monday.
And yeah,
it was a great week.
That was a great week. I loved it.
I mean, I was still working because at that point I was working in the apartment I lived in.
Oh right, yeah.
So,
but I mean,
I got all my hours in that 3 days I needed to pay off my rent, so I was cool with it.
Yeah, it was like a mini vacation.
Oh,
almost.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was one of the first times I was able to play with like snow in Louisiana.
Oh really?
Now we had that one snowstorm and
that was 09.
09.
It was 08 or 09.
But I was in school and they wouldn't let us out to go outside of it.
How old were you in 08 or 09?
I was in 08 I was a freshman.
Okay, so I mean they didn't let us.
09 I was a freshman.
Oh, okay.
They let most people go outside, but my teacher would not let us go.
So I was about to say at the high school. You weren't at the high school yet, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was in Miss McKee's class.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
And she's like, I'm from wherever up north, so snow ain't nothing. Y'all ain't going outside.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean,
me and Kyle Bernard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember. I remember hearing, and I think you confirmed it for me, that at lunch when they told everybody like either go to the gym or go to the cafeteria, somebody pelted a snowball at Mr. Owens with a rock in it.
Yep, and they got Miss Lansbury too.
Fuck that bitch.
There were people just like drive by snowballing on teachers. So it was great.
No, fuck both of them.
Yeah, they hell at both of them. Now it's Mrs. Owens. Get it right, please.
I'm sorry, Miss Owens.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, she did hear. You were the one that confirmed to me about that, too, that she transitioned.
Yeah, fully.
Which, I mean, hey, good for her. I don't know how much the Jewish community is going to accept that. I don't know what the...
Yeah, I don't know how that works for them.
I don't know the dynamic of the Jewish community.
Whatever they want to do.
Hey, whatever. I don't care. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. There we go.
That's better. I was trying real hard there.
Did we ever find a Reddit story?
Did we?
Did
yes.
you?
Of course I did. I forgot about it till just now. No, I have one though.
Okay, good. I don't know if I have Reddit installed. Okay, I do have Reddit installed.
It's another Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
Alright. God, I have to read all this. Am I the asshole for making my wife abide by her own rules?
No.
Yes.
Go on.
I, 37 male, and my wife, 34 female, have shared finances. I am very much a numbers nerd and I insist upon a budget. My wife and I spoke about this before we were married, and that we stick to the budget. I am a saver by nature, and my wife is very much the spender. Same. We developed the budget together, and we both have to agree on it, which means in the end neither of us is completely happy about it, which is typically a sign of good compromise. When extra money comes into the household, like a tax refund, we sit down together to decide what to do with it.
Get a new TV.
Always new TV. My wife has started selling items on Etsy, and about a month ago she told me she made a little over $200 since she started.
You sure you didn't write this?
I told her... Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus.
I told her I thought it was great, and that we needed to decide how to allocate the money. My wife informed me that it was her money and she would do with it as she wished. This upsets me because I make 99% of the money in the relationship and had always considered what I earned to be ours and not mine. But apparently she doesn't feel the same way. So I asked her again, and she said that the extra money that she earned was hers. I told her that isn't what we did with any other money, and that I don't feel good about it. She said yet again that she is going to do with it what she wants, and I had no say in it. I ended up saying okay. Here's where I might be the asshole. When I said that I knew there was a very high chance that I would be receiving a good-sized bonus, it wasn't a sure thing, and I hadn't said anything because I didn't want to disappoint her if it doesn't happen. I found out yesterday that I am getting it, and I came home and told her. She started talking about all the things we would do with it. I told her that since this was extra money that I earned, it was mine and not ours. She got mad, which I expected, and started going on about how it was ridiculous. I countered that and said this is what I thought too when she did that to me over her extra money. But since she insisted on the fact that extra money belongs to the person that earns it, that is what we're going to do. She storms off, which is normal when she's angry, and doesn't want to say something she ends up regretting. She came back and said that she would give in and we'd split her money in the future too, that if I was going to be petty about it, it pissed me off. I told her that we could discuss what to do in the future, but this check is mine and she has no say in it. It was as close as I could remember to repeating back to her what she had said to me. She is currently not speaking to me, which I feel like I have done nothing wrong by making her abide by her rules she came up with. So am I the asshole for keeping my bonus?
I'm going to say no. Especially after coming to the compromise of her agreeing that the extra money should be split between them. But at the same time, that first amount that she got, she was like, no, this is my money. Right. Okay, well, my first check with my bonus, that extra money, that's my money.
Okay, the only thing that gets me here is so whatever she's selling on Etsy, let's say she sells like we do. She sells earrings. You have material, all that. So the $200 isn't $200. Where did she get the $200 before? Because she's a housewife, she doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in her spending money that she's allocated every month.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, shouldn't she get that money back because that was her spending money to do what she wanted with?
Mm.
So if she spent $100 and made $200, shouldn't she get that $200?
You bring up a good point. That is a good point, considering OP didn't go into detail about like what his wife does.
Well, he did say that she was a housewife.
Right, yeah. He did say that she was a housewife and that she was selling stuff on Etsy, but he didn't go into detail about what
she was selling. Because some stuff can get expensive to sell. Like,
oh, yeah.
I mean, our earrings are not expensive to make, but we don't sell them for expensive either.
Right.
But some of that stuff can get up there.
I don't know, just... Like I said, you bring up a good point, but I'm still going to stick with I don't think he's the asshole.
Okay.
Especially...
What if I told you the bonus was $12,500?
I still would say not the asshole.
That's a big bonus.
That is a big
I would
bonus.
like one of those.
I would like one of those as well. But I'm still going to have to stick with that because, yes, it's possible that this extra $200 she made, was... literally all she made back from after the cost of materials and whatnot and postage and but at the same time she was still being insistent on
that it's her money.
It's her money. I can do with it what I want. Okay, well, this is my money.
Right.
I do what I want.
If that's how you're gonna play it, that's how I'm gonna play it.
Exactly. Especially, and it also even sounds especially hypocritical over, especially because she's a housewife. And she gets spending money from her husband.
Right.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see where you... I still think it's a little wrong of him to take all of that money. I mean... I
compromise. I would give her $200.
There you go. Alright, fine, it's yours. Here's your $200.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, here's your $200. The rest is mine.
There you go.
She would still probably think I'm an asshole, but it's like, well, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's a touchy one. Everybody on the subreddit claimed him to be the asshole, but I'm not 100% sold that he is.
And
I think in that situation, everyone's the asshole.
Pretty much. Because at the end of the day, they're both being petty.
Right.
And I mean, I'm no couples expert, but I mean,
me neither.
If and he's married, ladies and gentlemen.
It's in case she doesn't listen to this.
Well, I mean, she didn't know Winnie the Poohing. But if you're at a point in your marriage or your relationship where y'all are getting petty over $200,
right? There's an issue there.
There's an issue there. I mean, yes, I know a lot of relationships fail because of money issues, but like. God damn, when you're being that petty over $200.
From the sounds, I mean, if he's getting a $12,000 bonus.
Did it say in the post that he was getting a $12,000?
Yes,
he
did in the comments.
In the comments, he clarified that he got a $12,000.
If you're getting a $12,000 bonus, you have to have a decent job.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're getting paid a lot, so I don't think money is a problem for them, from the way it sounds.
Yeah. But it's still.
But it makes me wonder if he's like, if she's feeling financially controlled by him. And that's why the $200 was such a big deal for her?
Maybe.
Because she's feeling like almost abused financially.
But then you could also make the argument that she made the choice to be a stay-at-home
wife. She makes the budget. I mean, they sit down and make the budget every month. So
right.
They have to agree and disagree on certain things with it.
Right. They do sit down and make the budget together, but, at the same time, if she's feeling like that,
Maybe she needed that $200 for a divorce lawyer.
Maybe.
You could just take that little $200 Etsy dollars and...
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure $200 wouldn't cover...
It's a good start.
I'm about to say, I've never had to hire an attorney.
I have, but it was only $1,500.
Yeah, although...
And I'd have to pay it up front. So.
With my insurance, I'm like starting to wonder if I should start looking into getting a lawyer.
Gee. That's a... whole nother conversation.
Well, because
consultation and see what they say.
Because it's getting down to the wire of, my contractor sent in all the estimates for how much it's going to cost to replace the items that they've already paid to get taken out.
Right.
And the biggest point of contention they have right now is the siding on my house.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for those that, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, both my detached garage and my house are covered in asbestos shingles. It's a very old house.
And the flooring inside is also asbestos.
The flooring in the inside that we found underneath the carpets and all that was asbestos as well. They're not contesting, replacing the flooring on the inside. They're contesting replacing the outside siding of my house.
But they were going to have to replace the flooring anyway.
Right.
Because it was all water damaged.
Right.
This is from Hurricane Ida. I don't think you've ever talked about the storm at all.
We have. I think we talked about it in the first episode.
Maybe it's done.
But the problem with my house, though, with actually my house, is that not all sides of the house received damage from Ida. Even though it was like very small damage that I wouldn't have noticed unless my contractor pointed it out.
Right. It's still damaged.
It's still damaged nonetheless, but it wasn't on all sides of the house. So now the insurance is arguing of, whether they should be paying to replace all sides of the house. When I've already had an asbestos abatement company come in and say, yeah, we're going to remove everything.
They have to remove it all.
They have to remove it all.
They can't remove bits and pieces.
Exactly.
It has to all be gone.
Right.
I mean, I think in the end they should pay for what's damaged and then the rest of it.
Right. And I mean, and my contractor said that if worse comes to worse, they'll have the abatement company call my insurance, and I don't know what they'll do. Maybe they'll threaten to break their legs. I don't know. I certainly would like to.
They'll probably just talk to them and tell them that they have to remove all of it, so it's all going to be.
Because I mean, we already had to throw Louisiana law at them when I first hired my contractor. This was after the water mitigation people had already torn out pretty much all my house. My contractor was asking for the pictures that they took, and my insurance was like, oh no, we can't give them to you. First off, I was like, wait a minute. You took pictures of my house,
and I can't
have them? What the hell is that? But no, according to Louisiana law, they had to release those photos.
They have to turn them over.
Yeah. Which we're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure they didn't turn over all the photos.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the pictures, so that's the main thing.
Sometimes you just gotta throw laws at people and they get stuff fixed.
Right.
That's what I had to do.
Well, that's we were at dinner the other night. My mom was talking about how my first desk adjuster was like, your son is very rude. It's like, well, maybe don't talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
Right.
I've gone through 3 desk adjusters. First desk adjuster talked to me like I was an infant. And then got mad whenever I called her out on her bullshit. Second desk adjuster I never even talked to.
Yeah, it just wouldn't answer.
They never answered their phone.
Yeah, never called, never answered.
No, between me and my mom, we left 14, 15 messages on her voicemail, and she never called.
It's ridiculous. Sounds like you need new insurance after this.
Well, my contractor also notified me that now that things are starting to calm down, they're getting rid of a lot of the freelance adjusters that
because they're all going bankrupt.
Huh?
They're all going bankrupt.
No. With something like this, when a natural disaster event like this happens, they don't have enough adjusters employed by the insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
So they hire out freelancers who don't work for a particular insurance company. They're like a freelance journalist or a freelance artist. They get paid by the gig, pretty much. So the problem is when you bring in these, they're trying to make themselves look good and save money for the insurance company. So maybe the insurance company will be like, hey, you know what? You want to stay on with work with us? So because of that, you have a lot of these freelance adjusters who are trying to quickly and quietly and not spend a lot of the insurance company's money get these things taken care of.
Make it look good for them.
Right. So now that things are starting to calm down, they're starting to let go all these freelancers. So now you have the actual dedicated,
the real people,
the real adjusters that work for the insurance company that are actually trying to get you every penny.
Right. They work for them, but they're also working for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it was the same thing after Katrina. I mean, it was a fight.
Yeah.
For insurance. I mean, my grandma's house was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in
05.
Yeah, '05. But that was in the village back there, across from where we worked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all flooded. And they had hell getting to a point where their adjuster, like, wouldn't come out. It was like 2 months in, so they decided to just sell the house and take out the insurance claim on it and use the claim for a new house. And I mean, that's all they could do at the point.
Yeah.
Instead of rebuilding it again for like the 800th time.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
You know, now they got a house that's up off the ground a good ways, and
that's really sad though. With one of my uncles who lives in Lafitte, he has no insurance on his house, and he's basically living in a gutted house right now. Like,
I mean, that would be our coworker too. If,
yeah,
you know, if he didn't have a baby, I'm sure he would have been doing the same thing.
Yeah,
you know.
But yeah, like only one room in the house got spared, so like him and his wife and the dogs are living in this one room. The rest of the house is gutted.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bad thing about not getting the insurance. You know, saving that money is good until it isn't.
But like getting the house gutted, they have a lot of volunteers doing work down there. And the last time I talked to them, which was like maybe a month or two ago, they were putting their name in for like this charity raffle where they were like going to fix 100 homes in Lafitte for free.
That's cool. 100 homes in Lafitte, that's a good bit.
Yeah.
I mean, Lafitte's not that big, so
right. Yeah.
100 homes is a good section.
Yeah. So hopefully that ends up working for them. And
yeah, really.
I'm just
terrible.
I'm just trying to get back into my house before we're back in the
hurricane season.
Yeah. Well, no. It's at the rate it's going, it's going to be hurricane season.
Oh, yeah.
By the time I get back in the house, it's like I'm probably going to move back in at the heart of hurricane season.
If that, I mean, it might be closer to like Christmas, depending on how long material and build time takes.
Yeah.
So these guys are professionals, so build time shouldn't take that long.
Build time shouldn't take that long as the materials.
The materials will take a little bit, probably.
Yeah.
Have you gone through your material list?
No. I still haven't. Like, I took okay, you know what? I had to go to Lowe's the other day because they're going to eventually put a lockbox on my house, and my house has like 3 different keys to get in different parts of the house. So my mom was like, we need to get those little keychain things to mark like what door the keys are for. So when I was at Lowe's, I got that, and I was looking at the fans, so I took a picture of like 1 or 2 fans. I was like, you know what, this would be nice for the kitchen. This would be nice
for all that. Why don't you just change the box on the doors and have it all one key?
Because the doors are like not conventional.
Okay.
Those metal doors.
Oh yeah, that's right. Take them off. It'll be fine.
Hell no. I like having those metal doors. Just like I love having my hurricane shutters.
Yeah, the screen doors are real nice. Especially like a day like today, you just open the
Oh, they don't have screens in them.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, you have the glass ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they're metal and glass, and then each door has like 1.5 inch thick wooden door behind them.
See, when I lived across, across the street basically from you, we had the door that had the glass, but also had the screen on it.
Oh yeah,
on a windy day, we'd open up that fucking glass.
They never had.
So nice. There's something about just having the door open. See, at that old house, we had that door open 24/7.
Mm.
Like it was open. It was always locked, but it was open and so good. You'd always see what's going on. To a point where we tinted the glass so we could see out, but you couldn't see in.
That's what the old front door was. It was tinted, and the side and back door, even though the tinting's starting to come off.
Yeah.
Like the material or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's like a sheet.
Yeah, it's starting to like dry rot and fall off.
It's about time. I mean, because it's been on there a while.
Yeah. No money in the budget though.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Here's hoping.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I'm back in by Christmas.
And then I have all the fun of helping you move back in. Great. I guess I owe you for helping my mom to move into their house, so I'll take it.
I wouldn't put it like that.
That's how I'm going to put it. That makes it sound better to me.
Not just my friend volunteered to help, because he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm not a good guy.
Wow. Okay, Billie Eilish.
I'll take a Razor Ramon, but okay.
Who the fuck?
Old wrestler.
Oh.
Yeah, he just passed away recently, he said.
I have like no idea.
R.I.P. bad guy.
R.I.P. bad guy.
That was his name, he was the bad guy. Whatever. Anyway.
My wrestling knowledge sucks.
Mine's gotten better lately.
That's like last night. One of the members of Crystal of the Universe was streaming. It was Amber and
Shout out Crystal.
shout out Crystal. Fuck.
She was streaming.
She was streaming, and they mentioned someone named Terry. And so I made the joke of, if you see Terry, tell him to put it in reverse. But then her fiance came in and was like, Terry something.
Cruz.
No. Terry, it was basically Hulk Hogan's real name.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't recognize it because I just knew his first name was Terry. I didn't know his last name.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have no idea who that is. And he goes, he had a mania. I was like, the only mania I know is WrestleMania and Hulkamania, brother. And he goes, yes. And I'm like, oh, god damn it. I feel like such a fucking idiot. I was like, okay, I'm dumb.
Damn.
So
I mean, you was right, but you was wrong.
I was right and I was wrong. So I was big dumb.
The biggest dumb
The
ever.
biggest dumb.
Goddamn Hulkster.
Christ. I wonder how he's doing right now.
Isn't he canceled?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they recorded him.
Yeah, he said some things you can't say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was basically freaking out that his daughter was dating a black guy.
Yeah. I was never a fan of Hulk Hogan. I wasn't a fan of that era in general, so it don't bother me.
Me neither, but
I came into the Attitude Era.
I did like watching Hogan Knows Best
That was pretty funny.
on
I'll give him that.
VH1. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Like I said, I came into the Attitude Era. Undertaker, Kane,
Right.
Stone Cold.
Same. So
That's why you're bald.
fuck
I
off.
get it now.
No, I have alopecia.
All right, G.I. Jane.
Where's my husband? Husband, come slap him. I don't even have a girlfriend.
Ooh. I guess you would have to slap me. Your hand would be your girlfriend. Fucking Christ. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
God damn it. And that's how we ended.
Oh well.
How's the GeekGumbo TikTok coming along?
It's in the works still.
Okay. Just like Breath of the Wild 2 still in the works.
I'm gonna name the TikTok Duke Nukem forever. No, I might cut up a little bit of this and
Okay.
make it. You know, I've been needing to. I just haven't had time. This will be my fourth TikTok that I run.
Okay. Jesus.
Yeah. So I have my main one.
Okay, Zoomer.
Yeah, that's me. I have my main one. I have my streaming YouTube one.
Mm-hmm.
I have our business one,
Mm-hmm.
and now I have this one.
You just a TikTok-aholic.
Same with Instagram. So if I make one, it'll be my fourth Instagram. Fourth Facebook. God damn.
You have too much social media.
Yeah.
I can't say much. I haven't done anything with the GeekGumbo Twitter,
Yeah.
and that's on me.
Yeah. Twitter, I don't know. I know Twitter's great. Same with TikTok. It's just, maybe we're too old.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know how to make good videos.
How about we do Facebook instead?
I don't think we appeal to 40-year-olds.
No. No. My dad used to listen to the old GeekGumbo podcast.
No, that's scary.
Yeah.
Jason.
That was scary, especially when I think there was the episode where I talked about buying a suit for my Uncle Charlie's funeral.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'm just saying it was expensive. You know, I'm not like, dogging on the fact that I had to spend $600 to,
For a suit.
For a suit.
$600 on a suit.
It still was like, I was not expecting that.
That's like 3 Etsy monies.
Right. Right. It's just, I wasn't expecting to spend $600 on a new full suit, I mean, I know there's way more expensive ones out there, but
Right.
goddamn, I was broke at the time. I was fucking poor. And then, I'm like, cool, I'm getting my tax refund. And like the day after my tax refund comes in, it's like, okay, time to get a new suit.
Isn't that usually how it goes, though? You get like a tax refund and then something happens and you need to buy something, car fucks up.
Yeah, and then
It's the fucking worst.
It really is.
Like this
'cause,
month is a 3-check month, and I'm like, I know something's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to spend like $400 or $500 on something.
At least $400 or $500, not $1,200 on your car.
Yeah, well, at least it's not $600 on a suit.
Yeah.
That probably got ruined.
No, it's
suit
still,
survives.
No, suit survived.
Oh, that's good.
No, suit survived. Most of my clothes did survive. Most of my clothes did survive, like in my closet and all that. It was just a lot of the stuff I had in my dresser.
Gotcha.
Because the dresser was the one where it leaked, water got into the drawers and all that.
Yeah, and mildewed everything out.
Yeah.
Fun.
Thanks, Ida.
The joys of living in Louisiana.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially now that we're getting fucking tornado warnings every week.
For real, dude.
Like, I told my mom, I said, what are we getting, like a mini hurricane season? We got a tornado season now? I mean, it's already bad enough. It's already bad enough our temperatures are already starting to get up into the fucking 80s and 90s and shit.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
I've been sleeping during the day, so
dude, the other day,
I don't know what it's like lately.
It's like barely getting into the 80s.
Yeah, it's 80 right now.
Yeah. Though it probably doesn't feel like it with all the wind outside right now.
No. This is like the perfect time of the year, though, because it's like 80, but it's like nice outside still. It's a little breezy.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, if...
I'd take like a good 75.
Like, if the wind wasn't so bad, this would actually be a very perfect day to cut my grass and all that. I'm not.
Wow, you're old.
Shut up.
Oh, man. We can get some guests on here soon.
We do.
Some people from like Crystals or...
I'll ask around, yeah.
I mean, my buddy NJ said that he would hop on one.
Okay.
So...
That'll be fun.
Start getting a bunch of people together. And start doing it more.
Yeah. We need to stop working swing shifts.
I'm working on it. Working on mine at least.
I'm about to say
help
you. Not me.
But at least with mine, if I can get off of swings, then we can
Yeah.
do this a lot more regularly.
Than just every, 2-3 weeks?
If that.
I don't even remember when the
Let's
last...
see when the last one went out. Bear with us. I was looking at it last night, actually. The last one was a month ago.
It was a month ago. Wow.
Yeah. That was the Winnie the Pooh. Did you see the thumbnail for that one?
Yes.
I thought that was really
It was good.
I fucking love this.
Dude, you make some good thumbnails for the videos.
Stupid thumbnails.
No, they're real. Those are some great thumbnails.
I don't know what I'm doing this time. Figure it out after.
Use that meme of the meme Chris Rock as a zebra and Will Smith fish. Just try to color it in. And just.
We'll have to see. I'll have to let her do that if I'm gonna do it. I can't color. It'll be all outside the lines.
I might have to copy it over on my iPad.
There you go. Do it on Procreate.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap this one up.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening
To another something episode.
Another something episode. And as a friendly reminder, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.